airport will cost us about 500 million US dollars.
Let's welcome on stage the man Morgan.
You see the powers the man possess, putting the whole country in a mess. A low intellectual capacity, a senator, intrigue and corporal. So this is why I made this conclusion. He's on the payroll of Chiquita. Shed alive! Shed alive! When will we see these guys there for we? The whole country jeopardize. Lord, put a hand, Lord, put a hand, Lord, put a hand, it is sad. Oh, family, ekumama. Shed alive, folks, shed alive. Shed alive. Six columnists to get my dossier and facts correct. I check out all them creator boys. Guess my country they want to wreck. Run away from Guyana. But after Cherry Dragon died, he had big advisor. Wallace still unready. How you must stay alive? I don't see the share button. You know what? That has get me scared. Cause all them fellas complexion red. When will it be? When will y'all see them guys FOE? The workers an apology. Lord put a hand, Lord put a hand. When will Kenny and Tony give us back all the Share a live, guys. We just can't wait for that casino and the wee morning entertaining. If you didn't know, and plenty lawyers in the garage gambling all night. Got inside there and drove away with a big 4-wheel drive. Get in a powder, Junior had to ward the man off. Up to the hooker, 31 does ride the truck rough. Lord put a hand, Lord put a hand. Indicate trading young ladies both nights and days. Lord put a hand, Lord put a hand, it is sad. Share a life, people, share a life. Trinidad. Share a life. Tag your friends. 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 Share a live. Share a live. Tag your friends. The ship is sinking. My sweet St. Lucia is sinking under this Labour Party. Share a live. Tag your friends. This is too low. I need volume on this. I need bass when I'm playing this, because this is talking about St. Lucia. Captain, the ship is sinking. Philippe, the ship is sinking. Philippe, you have my country sinking. Philippe, I need bass. St. Lucia, St. Lucia, St. Lucia, St. Lucia, sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, sing with me. Sing with me. My sweet St. Lucia sinking under this Labour Party. We should have known. We should have known better. We should have known better. In St. Lucia. Name John Compton. To a captain named Philip here. Captain, the ship is sinking. Captain, the seas are rough. No, abandon ship or perish slow. Very slow. We don't know. We don't know. Philippe, you tell us what to do. Sing with me, people. Sing with me. Sing with me. It's sad for our country. It's a sad day for our country. Sad day. In St. Lucia was a beauty. My sweet St. Lucia was a beauty. There were few in her class. There were few in St. Lucia's class. Captain, the ship is sinking. Captain, the seas are rough. Pressure really low. Abandon ship. Or shall we stay on it? Very slow. We don't know. We don't know. Philippe, you tell us what to do. Share the live, people. Share in your WhatsApp groups, your Facebook groups. Share the live. Share the live. Saint Lucia. Saint Lucia. Listen, y'all, my heart breaking while I listen to that song. My heart breaks for my sweet Saint Lucia while I listen to that song. My heart is breaking. Don't worry if you see me dancing. I vex as hell. My heart is breaking for my Saint Lucia. I am laughing, huh? Don't worry if you see me dancing. I vex as hell. Pissed over what's happening in my country. That's not a joker. Don't worry, you see I playing that song there. My heart breaking for my country. I'm mad as hell. That's why I'm here at 8:09 p.m. in the night. That's why I'm here. My heart is breaking for my sweet Saint Lucia. In 1 year, my country has fallen from grace into a state of disrepair. Sinking ship. A sinking ship, that's Saint Lucia. Yes, Anal Kanai, I dance in crying. I dance in vex. Vex. Share the live and tell your friends. Share in all your WhatsApp groups. That's not a joker. That's my country we talking about there. That's my country. That's my Saint Lucia where I was born. That's my country I'm talking about. You think I like that from my country? I'm pissed. You think I like the state my country's in? I have things to do tonight, but I have to come and talk for my country. Under this Labour Party government, this failed government. Somebody say take care of your health. Let me tell you, y'all, I so vex. If y'all prick me, y'all not getting blood. If y'all prick me, y'all not getting blood for the nonsense that's happening in Saint Lucia. If y'all prick me, y'all not getting blood for the nonsense that's happening in Saint Lucia and this Labour Party government. The nonsense that is happening in Saint Lucia, my country, my sweet Saint Lucia where I was born. The nonsense that's happening in this Labour Party government. I'm mad as hell. I am mad. That's why I'm taking my time tonight to come and talk to you all. And then you have Philippe come and talk nonsense about protecting the victory. You have nonsense about Philippe come and talk about protecting the victory. Protecting the victory for who? Philippe, who are you protecting the victory for? Because you told people all before the election and after the election when you won, when you're pinching yourself that you won, everywhere you went internationally, you told people, oh, the people of St. Lucia gave me the largest mandate ever, based on we're putting people first. Wait, you stopped putting people first? Did you stop putting people first? When did people putting people first mean protecting, transfer? When did it shift to protecting your victory? Protecting your victory. And don't come and tell me this is about the country's victory. This is your victory. Because the victory has not filtered down to the masses. Don't come and tell me this is about the people's victory. This is your victory. Because there's so much suffering in the country. The people have not felt the victory. Your own supporters have not felt the victory. The victory is for a select few. Your families, your jabals, and your cliques. That's who the victory is for. Don't come and tell me the victories for the party and the St. Lucians. Don't come and tell me. Don't come with that nonsense. I know where you're coming from, you know. I tell you, I was trained in the Labour Party. I know exactly where you're coming from or where you're going to. And I know your excuse. Y'all have the audacity. Every single AGM you'll have to come and talk about protecting the victory. And you'll have your conference of delegates on Sunday. And you're going with that theme, protecting the victory. What happened? 1 year after you're won, you're moved from putting people first to a government that's frightened and is worried about their victory. So it's no longer about putting the people first. It's now protecting the victory. How did you move from there to there? How? But let me tell you, I'm going to read the comments. A duly elected government. A quiz for y'all. Question for y'all. I want you all to put the answer in the comments. Question for y'all. A government that is duly elected with a mandate of 15-2, like they like to boast, 15-2, like they like to boast, in 1 year, is so much under pressure that they have to move from putting people first to protecting the victory. How does a duly elected government protect its victory? Any duly elected government in the Caribbean or anywhere in the world, how do they protect their victory? Tell me in the comments. Anybody in the comments, tell me, if you were elected into government, how would you protect your victory? Put it in the comments. I'm waiting for your answers. Come on, people, I'm waiting for your answers. Tell me. Somebody said they want your people to protect their victory on an empty belly. People, there is one way for a government to protect its victory. You know, somebody said by putting people, two people say by putting people first. Yes. And not only words, not only mere words. Putting people first is not a buzzword. It's not a mantra. It is not hot air you just blow to win an election. And you have abandoned your philosophy 1 year after you won the election. You abandoned your philosophy 1 year after you won the election. You are now telling people to keep quiet and stop complaining. You are now telling people to stop begging. You have abandoned your philosophy of putting people first. And you are asking people now to protect you? Protect you? Because the victory is not for everybody. It is for a select few. A select few alone that are benefiting from your victory. Y'all, your family that you're putting in all positions, your jabals, your cliques, your little circle of friends that you're putting in all positions, the majority who was beating pans all over the place for you have not felt the victory. The ordinary St. Lucian has not felt the victory. They're suffering and misery like I've never seen before in St. Lucia. And you're asking people to protect the victory? Protect the victory for y'all on an empty belly? On a hungry stomach? I am angry tonight. I'm sure y'all have never seen me like that. I'm angry tonight. I am angry. Protect the victory for y'all. They hungry, eh? They hungry, but protect them. You know why to protect them? Protect their all expenses, paid trips, multiple trips up and down Dubai. Protect their consulate and the diplomatic positions for their wives and their jabals. Protect their positions, their wives and their jabals have to have in Washington and Martinique. Protect that. Protect their champagne cocktails all over the world. That's what they're asking you to protect. But you're hungry. This is this government. This is this government. This is the government of the St. Lucia Labour Party and the Philippines. And you come and talk about protect the victory. Protect the victory for who? If you're performing, you don't have to ask anybody to protect your victory. 15-2? 1 year in? And you all over the place asking people to protect your victory? How? Let me read a post for y'all. Let me read a post for y'all by Jadia. Let me read a post for y'all. So this is Jadia. Let me find everything for you all tonight because I am mad. Let me find this for y'all. So this is Jadia this week. I think yesterday or something. This is Jadia's post, right? This is Jadia's post. Yesterday, I stood outside of a funeral service and had to endure over 30 minutes of verbal abuse and humiliation from a lady who has supported the St. Lucia Labour Party for 25 years. People, who else has been in government for 25 years? Remind me, who else has been in government for 25 years? 25 years? Remind me who? Philip Pierre? Kenny Anthony? 25 years. That was 97. So this lady has supported the Labour Party since 1997. Since 1997. She had to endure 30 minutes of verbal abuse and humiliation from a lady who has supported the SLP for 25 years. 5-star General Philippe. 5-star General. The other day, y'all had big service, big ceremony for Philippe and Kenny Anthony for 25 years of service. That lady been supporting y'all from since then. So hot. And has gotten, so listen to this, has supported the Labour Party for 25 years. When you see them boasting about, I've been there, elected for 5 terms, 25 years, give me an award. I'm the most ready prime minister, I've been there 25 years. Listen to this person. And has gotten nothing. And cannot get a job at the Labrie Village Council. I said, a Labour Party supporter, Jadia say she had to endure 30 minutes of verbal abuse and humiliation. But let me tell you, Jadia ego stand up there for 30 minutes to endure no verbal abuse and humiliation. Jadia stand up there trying to convince the Labour Party that Labour Party, trying to convince the lady that Labour Party is something, and the lady must make her ashamed. Because Jadia, I know, ego stand up there for no 30 minutes and take verbal abuse and humiliation from a woman. She was well trying to convince the woman. She was well trying to convince the woman that, I'm looking for an analogy, but the things that come into my mind, not nice to say. The things that come into my mind, not nice to say. I'm trying to find the best way of putting it. 30 minutes you start there taking humiliation. Who you fooling, Jadia? Who you fooling? Are you fooling? You stand there arguing with the woman trying to convince the Labour Party something, but the lady know better. The lady tell you 25 years she's supporting y'all, and y'all have not done a thing for her. You trying to convince and you were not she was not convinced, and you are ashamed now. You come and write a long post. 30 minutes. You were not able to convince her because y'all think y'all can piss in people and call it read, and they will drink it. That's what y'all think. But people started to see your lies. People have started to see your lies. Their eyes have been opened. Their eyes have finally been open to who the Labour Party is. Their eyes should have been open a long time ago, because we should never had a Labour Party government in power now. Y'all are wrecking the country. Wrecking the country. 13 minutes, you try to convince the lady. She was not moved. So you're ashamed. You come and write a long post. Yeah? You hurting your feelings. The JD I know will never stand there for 30 minutes. She said that is what she has to endure on a daily basis in the name of politics. You have to take 30 minutes of verbal abuse and humiliation from Labour Party supporters every day? Really? When I tell you all things bad, you all think I lie? When I tell you all things are bad, you all think I lie? When I tell you all the messages that are in my inbox from people I don't know in St. Lucia, asking for help because things are bad, you all think I lie? If JD have to take measly talk from Labour Party supporters every single day, and she's not even in government, could you imagine how bad things are? Could you imagine what the politicians have? If JD are getting, could you imagine what those who are elected getting? But that right to happen to y'all, because you know what? Y'all lied to St. Lucians. Y'all lied to St. Lucians. Y'all created false expectations. Y'all overpromised, and y'all know damn well y'all could not deliver. Y'all lied to St. Lucians. When Alan Chastity was telling y'all in the middle of COVID, the reality of what things was, The reality, our revenues are significantly decreased because the economy is shut down. There are no flights, there are no tourists coming in, the airport is closed, everybody's at their home. When he told you all what it is, the reality of what it is, what did y'all go and do? Beat pans all around. You want to beat your empty pans all around. When he told you our expenses are up because we have to now have 24 hours patrol of our waters, we have to have COVID isolation centers, we have to have respiratory hospital, we have to have all kind of things, vaccine, all kind of things. You're beating on empty pans and telling people Alan Chastain should have given you all the money. People don't eat roads. People don't eat roads. You should give all the money. The money went to pay civil servant salaries. The money went to keep Victoria Hospital open, the COVID hospital. It went to keep the isolation centers open. And they give people Wi-Fi and free meals a day. And you're still complaining about y'all didn't get sausage, y'all didn't get bacon, and y'all didn't get ham. So you're over-promising and under-deliver now. That's why people falling in your... I'm not feeling sorry for none of y'all. I'm not feeling sorry for y'all because y'all set unrealistic expectations. Y'all should have known damn well y'all could not meet. And already y'all know y'all cannot govern. Y'all know already y'all cannot govern in the best of circumstances. So Madam say, this is what I have to empty on a daily basis. In the name of politics. That is why I stay by myself in my own circle and I try my best not to mingle in the society. But it is a lot. It is too much. It is embarrassing. So many people tried it to step in to defend me and ask that I be left alone. Why should you be left alone? Why should you be left alone? You were part and parcel of installing that government there. Up to this week, you are defending their nonsense. So why should you be left alone? Take it. Take it. Take the pressure. Take it too. But she went on and on about how I never checked for her and have disappointed her for her. Mouth open story jump out, y'all. Mouth open story jump out. You see it? You see. The pressure, pressure burst pipe, pressure burst in their pipe, pressure burst in their pipe. Yes, Efri, the same civil servants who could not even entertain a pay cut when the country was at its lowest of lows. You all fooled the people. You all created expectations of, in the middle of 2 years of a pandemic, you all expected Chastain to do miracles. The man did miraculously through the pandemic. And y'all created chaos and havoc and destruction. And now people are saying y'all were liars. And your lies have caught up with y'all. Hear that. She wanted to be left alone. Where is Alva? She have to take pressure for Kenny. Take pressure for Moses, Musa. You have to take pressure for Alva Baptiste. Marvin, what you say that Monday and Lisa as the poster girls for the SLP? They ditched Jadia? Well, Marvin, apparently. Martin say, Jadia should slap her until you lose. I die. Martin say she should tell the people they lose we. Marvin say Mondia Lisa as the poster girls for SLP. They did Jadia. They did her, but let me tell you, everybody taking pressure. Everybody taking pressure. Y'all leave Chastain that was working in the best interest of y'all. That was working in the best interest of y'all. Being racist. Sick people. Racist. Oh, he was not born in St. Lucia. Oh, I'm a black man. I was born in Marshall. Oh, I'm a black man. I was born in Marshall. I'm a black man. I've never traveled outside of St. Lucia. My father was a policeman. My mother was a seamstress. I have never traveled outside of St. Lucia. I have one passport. I'm a black man. I'm black. I'm black. You'll leave a prime minister who was working for y'all to go and put caution there. And now pressure bursting your pipe. Everybody taking to your one to cry and say, not y'all. Y'all, all of y'all take it. All of y'all take it. Take it. Take it. Hey, my girl. I do not know any other way to explain to people that I do not work for the SLP. Now you don't work for the SLP. You're defending their nonsense. Up to this week, you're defending their nonsense. You don't work for the SLP. Take it. Take it. Take it. All of a sudden now, all of a sudden now, you don't want to be in politics. You want to be in law. All of a sudden. Why? Y'all. All of a sudden now you no longer want to be in politics, you want to be in law. Now you getting pressure. Now everybody getting pressure. You getting pressure. Pressure sharing them on everybody. What you getting there is the trickle down of the pressure, eh? Those are there. You know how much pressure they getting? You have Philippines say you can't sleep at night. What you getting is a little bit of pressure. Take it, because you are very much part and parcel of the hypocrisy that have this government in power. Take it. I'm not feeling sorry for you. You stand there arguing for a woman for 30 minutes and then you come and, oh, I was scared. Oh, she insulted me. Oh, she humiliated me. Oh, it's embarrassing. Nonsense. 30 minutes you stand there, you've been humiliated. You, rude mouth Jadia, who you fooling? Who are you fooling? So y'all, let me tell y'all why this government getting pressure. Listen to that, eh? Listen to that. They're protecting their victory. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. One second. So listen to this, eh? So you have a government that promised people all kinds of things. He promised them the world when they were in opposition. Now they've gotten into government and they cannot deliver. And do not come and blame Shasney. Y'all cannot deliver, right? Y'all cannot deliver, period. Don't come and shift the blame. All you're doing is deflecting and making excuses. Listen to this. Is that what he said before the election? Is that what Richard Frederick told the people before the election? But listen to that, a few months in. Listen to this. Listen to the excuses. As they should. Mm-hmm. Listen to that. Listen to that, y'all. Listen to this. Listen to that. Listen to that. Listen to this. Listen to nonsense. Oh God. Listen to excuses. Listen to excuses. Y'all created the expectation. Y'all made promises y'all know damn well y'all could not keep. We're coming from 2 years of a global pandemic, a public health crisis, and economic crisis, where Chasney was very transparent about what the state of the economy was, what our revenue situation was, what our expenses situation was, why we had to borrow to pay civil servants to meet expenses. He was very, very, very transparent. You all knew very well what we were coming into. You all made all sorts of promises. You're going to pay people their tax returns within the first 100 days. You all are going to give people $1,500. Up to now, Up to now, they can't see that. And when people asking you all for the very expectations you all created, now it's a different story. All of a sudden now, you pan beaters are forcing them to be corrupt. You don't hear the nonsense of this? Listen to the nonsense. All of you that were beating pan for the Labour Party, they are now telling you all, the pressure you all are putting for you all to, when you all are asking for the very expectations they set, you all are now causing them to be corrupt. You ever hear more? You ever hear more? The expectations they create, the promises they made, knowing fully well what the situation was. Now you all are asking them to put their money where their mouth is. They are saying you all are causing them to be corrupt. So you could not, before you all got into politics, you all could not pay your electricity bill. So you all elect people who could not pay their electricity bill before they got into power. When you have ears, you just really hear nonsense, eh?
Everybody's main demands on you, not realizing that those personal favors are not catered for by any governmental policy.
It's the promises they made.
This is so sad.
What is sad is the promises that you all made. The unrealistic expectations that you all created. The unrealistic expectations that they created. Y'all, tell me if I lie. Wasn't Shastney very clear during the pandemic that the treasury is broke? The country has no money. We have lost all of this money because our country has shut down. We have all of these expenses to pay. Thank God we had the World Bank and different agencies lending us money so that we can pay civil servants. We can keep the country running, but we have to keep the country open. People like him were protesting, breaking all kind of curfews and protocols, protesting against that, having motorcade in the middle of a pandemic, having strike protests in the middle of a pandemic, every opportunity to get into power. Now you're hungry for power. I'm not even saying hungry. You're hungry for power. Now you're getting to power. You don't know what to do with the power. You cannot govern and you want to blame the people? How? How? Could you imagine, y'all? Could you imagine? That was the same Richard Frederick who was on his show every Thursday, telling Shastney to give the people the money. That was the same Alan Shastney fooling people into believing that Alan Shastney had money he was withholding from the people. That was the same Richard Frederick who did lie to the people and did not tell the people that Shastney used the money for the loans to pay civil servants to keep the country running because the recurrent revenues could not afford to do it when the country was shut down. That no civil servant missed a cent of their salary in 2 years of a pandemic. That there's income support paid through the NIC and through government expenditure for people who were not NIC contributors. He never told you that. He made you all believe that Shastney had money holding that he never gave to you all. And listen to him now. Y'all were hungry for power. Y'all get the power and y'all don't know what to do with it. Now y'all sit down there. Y'all cannot govern. And let me tell y'all, the people that vote Labour Party, I blame y'all. The flubbers that did not go out and vote or that voted Labour Party, I blame y'all for the state the country is in because you're supposed to have known better. Y'all listen to people like Richard Frederick talk about guy and corruption. Up to now, have you all seen a shred of evidence of corruption? Up to now, have you all seen it? Up to now, the St. Jude's report finished, they can't show it to you all. We're still waiting for the Linguist report. They spent $3 million on. Up to now, we can't see it. But y'all let Richard Frederick fool y'all. Y'all let Richard Frederick fool y'all. And now the country in a state, and now he's telling y'all, don't ask for nothing. That serve y'all right. That serve y'all right. Because the citizens have no right to be in that situation. I know, you see y'all? I'm torn. I'm half feeling sorry. And half y'all need to learn a lesson. Because you're supposed to know the Labour Party can't govern. Listen to that. The man who was on Thursday, every Thursday, on Chasney case, give the people the money in 2 years of a pandemic. Make y'all believe that the country is flowing milk and honey. Huh? And could not give you all the money. Listen to the excuses. Y'all, isn't that what Chasney was saying all along? Isn't that what Alan Chasney was saying all along? No country can continue on this unsustainable mode of just giving people contracts, those handouts. I shouldn't call it contracts, not handouts, because people actually do the work. But no country can continue on that. You have to create real development for your people. Real sustainable development for your people. You have to create real work. Because that's what Richard complained about. He's absolutely right. But Chasney was saying that. And you're contradicting him. And now you're in power, you're hungry for it. Look, take it. That is not a sustainable model of development. You have to create real work. You have to create industry. Employment cannot be driven by government contracts. It has to be driven by the private sector. But what did y'all do? What came in? Y'all make a manger kosher. A company that bought privately owned lands. They took a loan from NIC, which was more than secured 10 times in equity, the property, the land. The loan from NIC was an NIC investment. NIC invests money. And loan is a bank lending you money is an investment by the bank. It's a loan by you. If I borrow money from First National Bank, yes, it's a loan on my part, but it's an investment from the bank's part. The same way with NIC, it's an investment on their part. But the same Richard Frederick, all of these things were opportunities to create employment. The roads were opportunities to development, the expansion of the infrastructure, and employment. Ojo Labs, what's the other one in Beaufort? There were two, I forgot the other one's name. Ojo Labs and help me, ITEL BPO. All of these things are for employment. A government cannot run a country on handing out contracts. You have to create meaningful development, which is what Chasney was telling you all along. You cannot keep giving people fish. You have to teach them how to fish. You have to create the opportunity for fish. You have to give them the tools, give them the skills, and help them to fish. But you cannot keep giving them fish. But you're creating this atmosphere of dependency. And now it's coming back to you until you're crying. Take it. Take it, man. Chasney was talking to you all about real, meaningful development, but your brains cannot grasp that. Because all you were doing is beating pants to win an election, lying to the people to win an election. And now the chickens have come home to roost. Y'all under pressure. Y'all losing pressure bursting pipe. And people are supposed to feel sorry for y'all. Now alone y'all know what you're saying there, Richard Frederick. Chasney was saying that, or you that all along. Listen to this one.
nous avons pour la baille, bon, la baille, garçon là, on bouge pour nous. Vous avez pas comme si oui, je vais dire dans la même, à conseiller à présent. So, ou trop busy à présent, et toute l'opposition va te dire, va te dire, nous avons ça répond tout pareil. Vous comprenez? So, depuis qu'on a dit dans la présent, elle a changé. Vous comprenez? Parce que à niveau street, ou run, et pour moi, pour pouvoir, on expect mon gars pour vous, parce que toute l'opposition, on peut appuyer les gens pour mieux voter là, pour supporter. Pour l'entrer, vous comprenez? Il y a un monde qui pour tout le monde, qui supporte. Pour pas avoir l'autre dit de tout le monde qui pour supporter. Vous comprenez? Ça pas une mistake, c'est là. Regardez où c'est un monde. Et pour garder les thousands de support à présent, c'est vous qui venez. Par rapport à la politique, c'est plein de gens qui viennent. Oh, because of you guys in there, pas tout le monde qui vient, mais tout le monde qui vient. Et vous nous dites ça.
Y'all hearing that, eh? Y'all hearing that? So let me tell you all, now the Labour Party under pressure, because people now expecting them to work, and they cannot. Let me tell you that this government has shut down all projects for a whole year. All projects have come to a standstill. Let me tell you, the Labour Party had one job to do. Shasney had the country running, even in the midst of a pandemic. When they were beating pants and saying close on the country and give people money. The same money was paying the civil servants, eh? You all wanted them to not pay the civil servants and give it to you all. He had the country running like a boss during COVID, right? Y'all wanted him to stop all of that and give you all the money. Y'all come and find the country running, projects, people employed, all kinds of things going on. Y'all had one job to do. Keep the projects going until y'all can start your own. But you know what happens to y'all? Pride, ego, arrogance. Y'all don't care about the people of St. Lucia. It's all about politicking. Because all the lies y'all told during opposition, when you were in opposition, y'all now have to come and back it up now you're in government. Y'all now have to come and back it up now that y'all are in government. So y'all criticized a first-class modern hospital and tell people y'all want to go back to a chicken coop. Y'all played in the minds of St. Lucians during when you were in opposition. So now, the decision to abandon a first-class facility to go back to an inadequate, a wholly inadequate facility because y'all played politics of St. Lucians. And y'all can continue to play politics of St. Lucians. Y'all don't care about the people of the South. The people who have continued voting for y'all. Viewfort North, Viewfort South, Labrie. The same place the lady, JD said the lady confronted her. That's the people that keep voting for y'all year after year after year. 25 years the lady's a Labour Party supporter. Y'all have done nothing for the lady. Viewfort, St. Jude's Hospital. Y'all think that's all that the people of the South are worth? To go back to that old hospital? Just because y'all played politics in St. Lucians? Y'all have abandoned the work on the Hiranura International Airport. To go on a wild goose chase, a ghost hunt. Right? I'm looking for what I do not know. And then y'all come there lying to the people of St. Lucia, saying under the loan agreement, the loan is going to cost $500 million US dollars. Lie! Philippe, stop lying. Stop lying. All the loans that were negotiated were 175 million US. Not no 500 million. Stop lying, Philippe. Stop lying. You are a liar. Philippe, you are a liar. Somebody asked, why is Crystal Riviere and Rihanna in the Prime Minister's office? Where is Mondi? Mondi can't do her work, so they have to hire 2 other people. Could you imagine? There are 3 PR people in the Prime Minister's office. Crystal Riviere, Rihanna Isidore, and Mondi. The little one, what's her name? Attaché, what's her name? Jodie Lubin had to leave. She could not work with Mondi. She had to leave. She could not work with Mondi. Imagine they had 4 of them in the Prime Minister's office. Could you imagine? That's the state St. Lucia in. And they asked you not to protect their victory so they could have jobs while you're outside starving. They asking you to protect them. Your belly empty, you're starving, but they're asking you to protect them. Anyway, let me go back to what I was saying. Minerva International Airport. The arguments that this government has made for going the PPP way, the public-private partnership, there's no reason under the sun for us to be giving our international airport, the gateway to our tourism industry, to any foreign entity. There's no reason under the sun. Every reason they have put forward is a lie, a blatant lie. Do not come and tell me about $500 million. That is a lie. The loans negotiated at 175 million US. Where Philippe pull that 500 million out of the sky from? Where did he get that figure from? There is no basis for that whatsoever. And I want you to push back on that lie. The loans that were negotiated for that Minerva International Airport were 3 loans. One from the Taiwanese. The first 5 years, there was a moratorium. So no payments. You didn't have to pay them for the first 5 years of that loan. Which means all the airport departure tax, we could be putting that, keep it in the lockbox. So we're saving it for a rainy day. Just in case, for whatever reason, we have 1 or 2 bad years of tourism, there's a global pandemic, there's a terrorist attack or whatever, that we can still pay our loan. After the first 5 years, the interest rate is 4%. There's a second loan negotiated for that airport. It was a consortium of banks under the same terms as for the Taiwanese. The first 5 years was a moratorium on loan repayments, and after that was 4%. The third loan was through the World Bank, a 40-year loan. Listen to the interest rate, 0.5%. In other words, we're getting free money. There is almost no cost to borrowing because the cost of inflation is higher than 0.5%, which means that we are basically getting free money over 40 years, minimal repayment terms. We had the most favorable repayment terms on that loan, an airport that would belong to us, SaintLucia. And this government is selling our airport, giving a foreign entity ownership of our international airport. And SaintLucians are silent. SaintLucians are sitting down. There's no protest yet. And you come and tell me about protect your victory? And Jada come and cry about a woman insulted for half an hour? They're right. You're giving somebody our international airport, a foreign entity, when there's no reason under the sun. That nonsense you're coming for about fiscal space is going to increase our debt to GDP. That's nonsense. It's last month taking a loan, not the government of SaintLucia. That had nothing to do with our debt to GDP ratio. There's a dedicated stream of revenue for that through our airport departure tax, airport improvement tax. That had nothing to do with our debt to GDP ratio. That had nothing to do with fiscal space. Every excuse this government has coming for is a lie. So if it does not make sense for the government to go to the PPP way, if it makes absolutely no sense, any logical person will sit down and say, but wait, this makes no sense. There is no reason under the sun for the government to be going this way. I have to ask myself, why? Is there a personal benefit to those guys to be giving our airport to a foreign party? Is there a personal benefit to those guys that are in power now, that they're so keen on protecting their victory, for them to be going to the PPP way? Are there kickbacks for that PPP arrangement? I have to ask. Because it makes no logical sense under the sun for us to be going that way. And SaintLucians are silent. Y'all let this government take you for a ride. You're letting this government take you back to a chicken coop in the south. Abandon a first-class hospital. A first-class hospital, modern hospital, that is built not only for now, but for the future expansion of Viewport. And take you back to an inadequate chicken coop that you can touch. If you tall enough, you can touch the roof, you can touch the sides. The gurneys can't even pass through there properly. You're letting this government take you back to that. You're letting this government sell our international airport to a foreign party where we have no say in what happens. No say in the concessionaires that go in. This company can decide, you know what? I can make more money after on running the restaurants, on running the duty-free shops, on running the concessions, on running all the commercial space. I don't have to give hippos. I don't have to give all the restaurants at the airport. They have to give you all nothing. They can run it themselves. And you're sitting back and taking that, and Labour Party come and tell you to protect their victory, and you're going to the agent and smiling and clapping. That's what you'll deserve? That's what you're worth? Then you have King. You have Stevenson King. And you have Casimir. You have Stevenson King. The Blue Whale. Blue Whale, sorry, not Blue Whale. Not Blue Whale. Not Blue Whale. Sorry, I meant Blue Wave. Wait, Blue Whale, Blue Wave? What King says? Blue Whale or Blue Wave? I get them confused every time. So, type in the comments what King says. Blue Wave or Blue Whale? Type in the comments, please. I don't want to get it mixed up. Yes. You have Stevenson King, who pretended to be an independent candidate. Janelle, behave yourself. Tell me, did King say he's a Blue Wave or is a Blue Whale? Or Janelle says a Blue Whale. Okay, Janelle, thank you. So you have Stevenson King telling you he's an independent candidate and he's a Blue Whale. Right? He's an independent candidate. He's a Blue Whale. And today he come and tell you all, protect the victory. King, you not ashamed? King, you not ashamed? Protect which victory? I thought you were an independent. I thought you were a Blue Whale. I thought you were a Blue Whale, Stevenson King. You when you're blue all over. Your wife in a blue like she bought all the blue at all the boutiques in SaintLucia. The blue eyeliner. Blue. If they have blue lipstick, she'd be wearing too. You're more Blue Whale than anything else. And today you're talking about protecting the victory? How? And King, you have no shame yourself. You have no shame. You are the minister responsible for the airport. And you sat there in New York like a big blue whale, whatever, mempoil. And you let Philippia lie to St. Lucians and say $500 million US, and you know damn well it's $175 million US. Blue Whale, you have no shame. Stevenson King, you are a disgrace, and the UWPs you allow King to fool y'all. Y'all let King convince y'all that he was an independent candidate, that he was not going to Labour. Look at him now. Look at him now. The man sit down by the Prime Minister lying. He was a minister, so he know damn well what the terms of the loan agreement were. But he allowed Philippia to come and say that nonsense, and he never correct him. And he's an independent candidate telling you all today, protect the victory. Protect the victory. An independent candidate. UWPs that voted for King. I hope y'all are seen. I hope your eyes have been opened to what is going on there. I hope you'll never make that mistake again. You were warned. You were warned. Philippia, his mouth open, story jump out that King was coming to them. Oh, King come there. He swear on the Bible that's not true. Where is he now? Where is he now? But you know what? I'm happy. I am very happy. I am very happy you're seeing for yourself that lazy King, the roads, same minister, he can account for the roads. Don't come and ask about roads. Go ask King. Go ask King. The same lazy minister, look at the state of the roads. UWP had a comprehensive road rehabilitation program. When King come and say, oh, guy was just getting involved in his ministry. Yes, because you are not working. You are a lazy whale. You are a lazy whale. You come and say, guy Joseph, come and get involved in your ministry. If you're not working, what you want him to do? If you are not working, what did you want him to do? You are lazy. And he continues to show. I am so happy you can see how lazy King was and how lazy King is now. I am so happy you can see. A big blue whale. Fair paseki. Fair paseki. I am so happy you all seen for yourself. Come and cry. Oh, Guy Joseph, he got involved in my ministry. Oh, yeah. Okay, because you lazy, fair, pass a key. Fair king. Let me tell you all, I was born and raised until I was 10 years old in Leclerc. York in Leclerc. My family left there 34 years ago, because I'm 44 now. I went back to St. Lucia. When I went back to St. Lucia last year, I went through Leclerc. I was shocked to see that nothing in Leclerc has changed from when I left there 34 years ago. There is no new development in Leclerc. I was shocked to see the state of Leclerc under Stephenson King. You see these guys like Stephenson King, Kenny Anthony, Philip Pierre. Look at us that have been there forever and ever and ever. Amen. Look at the state of their constituencies. Because these guys don't do no work. These guys are lazy. They go and sit down at people's home. They go and sit in a rum shop. They go and talk, and people vote for them. It is not about development. Not. Stephenson King, I remember the first year he came into power. I was a child. I must have been about 7 years old. I think I was 87. I remember that Christmas well, that square in Leclerc by the school. I remember he opened that square. I was there as a child. That's the last thing I see Stephenson King has done in Leclerc. There's been nothing. Not the field, not the court, not the post office. Nada. Nothing. Leclerc is the same way I left Leclerc when I was 10 years old, 34 years ago. Lazy King. I was shocked. Nothing. Let me tell you, as if time had stood still in Leclerc. Lazy King. And today we see it in the roads. Look at, if Guy Joseph did not step in to get those roads done under UWP, thank God he did. That we had a comprehensive road rehabilitation program that you're trying to diminish and say people don't eat roads. If Guy Joseph didn't step in to get these roads done, where would we be today? Y'all get in. Y'all don't know you have to maintain the roads. Y'all do not know that rainy season you have to clear the drains because one heavy downfall of rain and that road washed away. Once these gutters block, you know the water is going like this and the road is guaranteed to go. Y'all know that. Y'all don't have a basic road maintenance program, and your people come and talk People come and talk nonsense and say, oh, the quality of roads UWP built. No, it's not quality of roads UWP built. Y'all have to maintain the roads before the rainy season. Clear the drains. But this government cannot govern. And lazy blue whale. He was lazy with us and he lazy with y'all. He was lazy with us. Thank God Guy Joseph had to step in and get his work done for him to at least make our government look good. And he lazy with y'all. And look at the embarrassment he's causing to the Labour Party. Look at the state of the roads. And now his dada under pressure. He cannot pave road, pothole road in the middle of rush hour when it's raining. So your car do pothole in rain, but in the middle of rain, in the middle of rush hour traffic, pressure in their dada, they pothole in. You see this government joking? Yes, but I'm happy people seeing the blue whale. I so happy people seeing the blue whale for what he is. I so happy. He lazy with us and lazy with them. All of them years crying, oh, I was disrespected by Guy Joseph. Oh, I was disrespected by Guy Joseph. Even I say come and say, oh, I had to watch my husband come home every day. Nonsense. Mama VCS. A week before they ask you about your husband. Oh, my husband. Oh, Labour Party calling my husband all the time. Labour Party calling my husband all the time. He will never leave. He's not going anywhere. He'll never go. Yeah, that is impossible. Mama VCS. A few days after you come and say, oh, my husband crying every time. Mama VCS. Your blue eyeshadow. I just want to read a couple more things for you all. So this is from a St. Lucian doctor living in Jamaica. She says, What victory is being protected, huh? What utter rubbish. How about protecting the poor, the disabled, women, children, the marginalized, citizens? Yes. What about protecting them? You asking people to protect your victory? Perform. That's the best way. Perform. Get work done. Get off the campaign trail and get settled down to the business of governance. But 1 year in, after the 15-2 mandate you're boasting about, you're talking about going in campaign mode and talking about you're too docile. Tell Flubos you who paid, you'll lose. Could you believe the nonsense of this Prime Minister? Could you believe the schoolyard nonsense of this Prime Minister? Y'all, do y'all understand what Philippi and them mean by protecting the victory? It means he's telling Labour Party supporters, shut up. The legitimate complaints you'll have, the lady who come and tell JDL the suffering she's going through, it means suffer in silence. It means suffer in silence. It means say nothing. It means do not complain. Kenson Kazimi tell you stop begging for contracts. Richard Frederick tell you stop begging. Stephen King tell you stop begging. Don't ask. Suffer in silence. If you don't have food on your table, too bad. If you can't send your children to school, too bad. If you can't pay your bills, too bad. If the government has not done anything more than the bare minimum to cushion you from inflation, too bad. Suffer in silence. Say nothing. So, they ain't care of y'all. It's no longer about y'all. It's no longer about putting y'all first. It's about protecting them and their power and the power they enjoy, their friends and their cliques and their elites. That they can now travel and go all over the place and they can live lifestyles that they could not before they got into power. That's what it's about. It's not about y'all. It's about them. It is their victory. It is not your victory. It is about their victory. It is not your victory. It is a victory for the Labour Party elites. Look at who has gone back to the diplomatic posts. I'm not going to call their names. Ask who are the SaintLucian diplomats. And up to now, they have not announced who are the diplomatic, who got the diplomatic post there. They have not announced it. Ask yourself why. The same elites that were diplomats and ambassadors when they were in power before is the same ones that are there now. That is who they asking y'all to protect, not y'all. Y'all could stay hungry. Y'all can starve. Y'all can starve as long as they good. True mark for y'all. True mark for y'all. As long as they good. True mark for y'all. Protect their victory. Suffer in silence. Shut up. Shut up. And if anybody dares, if UWP or any independent voter or any Labour Party dares to challenge, to ask, to say this is not good enough, eat them alive, attack them. You're too docile, attack them. Insult them. That's what they're asking you all to do. Intimidate them. That's what Philippi asking you all to do. Insult, attack. Fight with them. Go in their face and say, you lose, you lose. Could you believe a Prime Minister is saying that? Could you believe a Prime Minister is telling you to go in people's face and tell them you lose? When people have legitimate concerns, legitimate hunger, legitimate grief, legitimate needs. So you dare not open your mouth and complain. Go in their face and tell them they lose. That is the state of SaintLucia. That is the state of SaintLucia. For 2 months, the price of gas has been falling on the world market. For 2 months, all of us in North America enjoying low prices of gas. For 2 months, the government never lowered the price of gas. Never. Just recently, they take out 25 cents on you all. 25 cents after 2 months. They make a killing on gas tax off of you all for 2 months. You know how low the price of oil went? And 2 months, they never lower it for you all. And now they take out 25 cents. That's all the respect this government have for you all. That's all the respect. But you know what? Protect the victory. Do not cry to me, Argentina. I don't want to hear. I don't vote for this government. Every day I was on the show with Norbert, warning y'all about this Labour Party government. Y'all should have known this Labour Party cannot govern. All they come and do is lie, spread propaganda, make false promises that they know darn well they cannot keep. And now they cannot govern, but they want y'all to suffer in silence while y'all protect them. St. Lucians, good night. Have a wonderful night. I don't know how you're going to manage this government. I don't know how, but good luck to y'all. May God help y'all. May God strengthen y'all. May God bless y'all, because I don't know how you're going to do it. If you want to suffer in silence and protect the victory, that's up to y'all. But let me tell y'all need to rise up and rally against this government. Because if you want 4 more years of this, I will sit back and watch. If you want 4 more years of this government, I will sit back and watch. If that's what you all want, take it. Protect the victory. Good night, St. Lucians. Love you. Bye.